Okay, so good morning once again, and today we are now into part 2 of our discussion in our lesson data management. So last meeting in the previous video which I uploaded in my YouTube account or in my YouTube channel, we discussed all about the introduction of the data management, the difference between data and the statistics, and at the same time the different the different data presentations, and also we discuss on how to make a frequency polygon, or how to do a frequency distribution, and that topic, a certain topic, will be used, okay, will be used in our succeeding uh, topics again, parang ngayon. So now we will now move on to our topic or part of the data management lesson, which is the measures of central tendencies. So I know you already know this topic, this stuff, all data management, because I think some of you are a product of senior high school, and you have the subject probability and statistics. So alam nyo na yung basic component ng measures of central tendency. So dito sa measures of central tendency, it is a one type of measure being used to describe a data which yields information about the center or majority of a group of members. Okay, we're just dealing with the center or majority of a group of members. It is a single value that stands for or represent a group of values in the data set. And in measures of central tendency, we are dealing with three components sa measures of central tendency, or the 3M na tinatawag natin. We have the mean, the median, and the mode. So we have the mean, the median, and the mode. Later on, we will discuss the difference of the three, and at the same time, we give example, and we will be discussing the measures of central tendency both in group and ungrouped data. Now, let's just focus muna sa group data. Okay, group data, measures of central tendency in ungrouped data. Pag sinabing ungrouped, napakadali lang isolve pag ungrouped data. One of the easiest kasi later on malalaman natin. So first, we have the arithmetic mean, or simply the mean, or denoted as the X bar. Okay. Paano malaman ang mean ng isang ungroup? Ang gawin mo lang diyan is get the sum of all the data set, and then divide it by the number of values that are summed. Okay. I-add mo lahat yung mga datas, and then i-divide mo kung ilan yung data. For example, ayan, wait lang. And sabi nga pala dito, the mean is the more stable or reliable measures of central tendency, which its value is dependent upon every item in the dataset. So, mas stable si mean. Stable and reliable siyang gamitin. Okay, paano ba mag-solve? Sabi natin kanina, i-add mo lang lahat ng data at i-divide mo kung ilan yung data. For example, the following are the scores in a quiz by 10 students in algebra. Find the mean. Okay, so sabi dito, i-add mo lang daw. I-add mo lang siya, and then divide mo kung ilan. So, we have the formula dito, X bar, okay, is equal to summation of summation of X ba yun? I think it's X, diba? Ayan, X over N. So, summation of X over N. So, i-add lang natin lahat ng mga data. So, we have 5 plus 12 plus 20 plus 16 plus 15, yata kasha, plus 23 plus 10 plus 18 plus 7 plus 11. And then all over, ilan lahat sila? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So divided by 10. Ganyan ang pagkuha ng mean. So our mean now is, okay, let's add 5 plus 12 plus 20 plus 16 plus 15 plus 23 plus 10 plus 18 plus 7 plus 11, we have a sum of 137. Ayan, 137 all over 10. So the answer will be, what's our final answer? Okay, the answer will be 13 point 13.7. This is our mean. 13.7. So, ganyan lang po pagkuha ng mean. You have to add all the datas and then divide kung ilan yung bilang ng data. Oh, so that's it. So, kung meron tayong arithmetic mean, meron din tayong tinatawag na meron din tayong tinatawag na weighted mean. Weighted mean, it is widely used sa mga schools sa pagkuha ng general weighted average na term, yung GWA natin sa school. So if you want to apply for an academic or mga dense list, ganun sa isang school, so ito yung ginagamit nila. We have the weighted mean or the weighted average or yung GWA, yung tinatawag nila. So paano nga ba? Okay. Ayan. So the weighted mean of a set of values can be computed by multiplying each value with its corresponding weight and taking the sum of the products and then divided by the total number of weights written as, okay, yan yung formula natin, wherein the x sub I is individual value and the w sub I is the weight of each value. Or simply the summation is equal to wx all over w. So let's give you an example. So the final grades of a student, so there is a certain student na meron siyang 6 courses or 6 subjects. Tapos binigay na daw yung kanyang mga scores. So let's compute if what is the weighted mean ng estudyanteng ito. Okay, let's compute. So always remember dito na dapat yung number of units and the final grade ilagay mo or yung parang yan kung ansan dyan ang W at saka saan dyan ang X. Okay, so first let's substitute number of units into W and then the final grade into X. So but before we continue, dapat since may logo or may symbol dito ng summation and then W daw, so kunin natin yung sum ng W. So i-add mo lahat yung total number of units, mga units. I-add mo lahat to and we can get the sum of 22. And then since may WX dito, we need to multiply the number of units sa final grade. I-multiply mo lahat ng mga to. Okay, pag i-multiply natin lahat yan, we can get a sum of we can get a product rather. We can get a product of, ayan, so 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. 3 times 1.4 is 4.2. 5 times 2.4 is 12. 2 times 2.1 is 2.2. And then, since may logo ulit dito ng summation, so i-add mo lahat yan. Okay, i-add mo lahat yan. So we can get a sum of a grand total of 42.40. So, sabi natin kanina na ang weighted mean is summation of WX all over W. Okay, so dito makikita mo na. So what is what is WX? Summation of WX, we have 42.40. And then yung W natin is 22. Okay, it's 22. Ayan. So what's the weighted mean? Divide lang natin ito, 42.40 divided by 22. We can get 1 point. Wait lang. We can get wait lang ha, nagkaroon ng technical error. We can get 1 Okay. We can get a weighted mean of what? 1.93. Why? Okay, so always round off your answer. Okay. Two decimal places. That's my rule. Okay, sa klase ko, kapag in dealing with the decimal places, just get the two decimal places lang. Since ang sagot dito kasi is 1.927 repeating number. Ayan. So, kunin i-round off mo na lang siya. Just get two decimal places, okay? Ayan. So, get the two decimal places. Since pwede itong i-round off, okay, kaya naging 1.93. Ayan. So, kapag yan yung jiwa mo, pwede, may pag-asa kang mako-for this. Pero depende kung ano yung mga requirements in applying for some academic scholarship or mga list sa school. Okay, so that is the process on how to get the the weighted mean. Okay. So next, okay, we have, ayan, yung sagot kanina. For 1.93. So tama yung sagot natin. Next, we have the median. When we say median, it is the middlemost. Yun lang yon. Middlemost number, that is the median. So paano mag-solve ng median? Hindi basta-basta ilagay mo yung sagot. Kung baga yung hinahanap, parang ito. Parang yan. Sa example number 1, since ang median lang naman pala is middlemost, hindi porket ganyan na, kukunin mo yung middle number. Okay? Kung mo dito, hindi po siya pwedeng ganon. So first, ayusin mo siya into, it's either ascending or descending order. Ayusin mo yung data mo. Mula malaking number, papaliit na number, or maliit na number, papalaking number. Okay. So, for example, number 1 tayo. So, let's arrange the data. Mula maliit, papalaki. So, we have 25. Ayan, 25. Pababa na gagawin ko 25 and then 28. Followed by 34. Followed by 37, followed by 41, followed by 41, we have 49, followed by 52, followed by 56, and then 67. Ilan ba natin total dito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ba ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. So, since it is an odd number, odd yung bilang niya is odd, 9. So, madali lang. Kunin mo lang yung pinakagitna. So, 4. Yung pang-limang number, which is 41 ba? Ayan, 41. That is the median. Pinakagitna. Okay? Ayan, 4 dito. Tapos 4 din dito, yung pinakagitna, that is the median. How about for example number 2? Ulit natin, ayusin natin ulit. We have 2.8, okay, 2.8. We have 3.9. 3.9 and then followed by 3. No. It must be 3.5 pa pala. Sorry ha. Okay, erase natin. Erase natin ha. Ayan. 3.4. Saan yun? 3.5 pa pala. 3.5 and then followed by 3.9. And then 4.5. 4.5 followed by 5.6 followed by 6.7 4.5 and then followed by 8.4. Yan ba yung data natin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 8 ata. 9.2 pa pala. 9.2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, as you can see, it is an even number. Ito kanina is odd. Odd yung bilang. Ito naman is even. Okay? As you can see, even. So, dalawang gitna. So, tatlo. 1, 2, 3. And then, 1, 2, 3 sa baba. And then, ito yung magiging median natin. Median numbers. Nasa gitnang number. We have 4.5 and 5.6. Ang gawin mo dito, you need to add the 2. And then, i-divide mo by 2. So, 4.5 plus 5.6. I-add mo yung dalawang yan, ha? So, 4.5 plus 5.6 is equal to what? We have 10.1. We have 10.1 divided by 2. So our median number is 5.05. This is our median. Huwag mong ilagay na dalawa kasi ang median is the middlemost number. So since yung middle dito is you need to add the 2. I-add mo tong dalawang to. And then i-divide mo ng 2. Whatever yung lalabas, yan yung sagot. Okay? So that is the median for ungrouped data. Next, we have also the mode. Mode naman, it is the value which occurs frequently. Yung mas maraming ulit, yun yung mode. Yun lang yun. Yung mode, yung mas maraming ulit. So kung anong number ang pinakamaraming na ulit, that is the mode. Okay, for example, number 1. Example 1. Ayan. 5, 15, 13, 12. Okay, naulit si 13. Naulit din si 12. Ilang beses naulit si 13? We have 1, 2. 2. Okay. Ay, bakit 12? Naulit siya ng dalawang beses. Ayan. So, naulit siya ng dalawang beses. How about si 12? Ilang ulit na naulit siya? Ilang beses pala? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Since the definition of mode is yung mas maraming ulit, so ang mode natin is 12. That is our mode. Even though naulit si 2 ay si 13, ay si 12 ang may pinakamaraming ulit, so yun yung mode natin. How about for number 2? Ang naulit is we have 3.4 and 2.2. Ang tawag dito pag single mode lang is unimodal. Okay, one mode. Ayan. So 3.4 tsaka 2.2. Ilang beses na ulit sa 3.4? We have 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Si 2.2, we have 1, 2, 3 times din. So, since dalawa silang naulit na mas marami, so, sila yung mode. It's 3.4 and 2.2. So, yan yung mga, ang tawag dito ay bimodal. Bimodal ang tawag sa kanila. Okay. So, yun po yun, ha? Next. How about for number 3? As you can see, walang naulit na data. Walang naulit na number. So, ang lagay mo lang doon, pag may ganyan sa quiz or even sa exam, no mode for number 3. Or, does not exist. Kasi wala eh. Huwag mong ilagay na 0 ha. Don't input 0. Kasi 0 is a number. Okay? Meaning, naulit si 0. Hindi po. Pwede 0 ang ilagay nyo. Or pwede rin unknown siguro, pero no mode, mas better, no mode or does not exist lang nilagay natin. So that is the process on how to compute the mean, the median, and the mode for ungrouped data. Now, let's proceed naman sa group data. Ay, example pa pala tayo. Sige, example tayo before we proceed to measures of central tendency in group data. Yan. Example, compare the median, the mean, the median, and the mode of the salaries of 5 employees of a small grocery store, which average could best represent the salaries of the employees. So, hanapin natin ang mean. Okay, we find for the mean, the median, and the mode. So, what's our answer for mean? Okay, sa mean tayo. 20, i-add mo lang lahat, di ba? Sum of them. So, 25,000 plus 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000. Okay, we got 46,000 divided by 5 sila. So, divided by 5, we can get, okay, 9,200. Now, median naman, middlemost. So, as you can see, yung example natin ay naka-arrange na siya. Naka-arrange na siya into, naka-order na siya. So, as you can see, 5,000 ang makikita mong middlemost. And then, sa mode. Sa mode naman, as you can see, naulit yung 3,000. So, yun yung sagot natin. So, let's see if our answers are correct dito sa ating PowerPoint. Ayan, the mean is 9,200 pesos. Tama. Okay, tama. Ayan. And then, median, 5,000. Tama tayo ulit. Tama. And then, ang mode natin ay 3,000. So, ganyan lang po ka-easy ang mag-solve ng measures of central tendency in ungrouped data. Now, let's proceed to measures of central tendency in group data. So, dito medyo tricky to. Tricky. Dito na magagamit yung frequency distribution or the frequency polygon na tinuro ko last meeting. So, medyo tricky to kasi once na meron lang, merong isang number or, isang number lang na medyo sumablay ka, lahat may tendency na lahat yung process ay magiging mali na siya. Okay? Kasi nag-connect lahat ng pagsasolve mo doon eh. Ayan. So, dun tayo. Again, this is the formula for mean. Ayan. So, may mga frequency na. Okay? So, we have summation of fxm all over n. Wherein, ito yung mga legend niya. Ang f is the frequency, xm is the class mark, and then the sum, the fxm ay summation of fxm is the sum. Basta may ganitong Greek symbol na to or Greek letter na to, sum po ang tawag dito. Okay? And then n is the total number of frequency. Ayan. For example, the table below summarizes the weights of the cubs. Find the average weight of the mean. Ayan. So, as you can see, yung example natin ay naka-group data na siya. No need to make for a frequency polygon. Pero sa quizzes or exam, depende. Kung ang ibibigay ko ay naka-group na siya or naka-table na siya or kayo ang gagawa ng table. Ayan. So, ito kasi is naka-table na siya. No need for to make a frequency polygon or hanapin yung frequency distribution. Ayan. So, dito ganyan yung solution natin. First, get the total number of frequency. And the total number of frequency is 45. Tama. Paano kumuha ng XM? Okay, how to get XM. First, okay, di ba ito? Gawa ko ng table. Ayan. Di ba may nakalagay dito na, dito na lang tayo. May nakalagay dito na 181.190. Ayan. So, dito lang lagay ko na 191 to 200 and then 201 to 10. Para makuha yung class mark dito ka magpo-focus sa mga classes. Sa mga classes natin. Diyan ka magpo-focus. All you have to do is to get the sum of these two. Add. And then, i-divide mo into 2. And then, divide, ayan, divide ng 2. For example, 201 plus 210, the answer is 411 divided by 2, we can get, 411 divided by 2, we can get 205.5. Tignan natin kung 205.5 ang sagot natin. Yes, 205.5. So, yun lang po ha. I-add mo. Ayan, ibahin natin. Okay, i-add mo yung class mark. Ayan, 201 plus 210 all over 2. That is class mark. Ayan, that is the process in getting the class mark. Same process hanggang sa pinakadulo. So, 191 plus 200 divided by 2, we can get 195.5 and followed by 185.5, 187, 175, 165, 155. Yun po yun. Okay. And then next, multiply mo si frequency at saka si class mark. Ito siya. Yan o. Multiply mo silang dalawa, si F at saka si XM. So, pag multiply natin sila, 3 times 205.5, we can get 616.5. And then 8 times 195.5, we can get 1,564. And then 12 times 185.5, we can get 2,226.0. And 11 times 175.5, we can get 1,930.5. And then 9 times 165.5, we can get 1,489.5. And 2 times 155.5, we can get 311. And then after mo na multiply ang mga yan, kunin mo yung grand total. Kasi yung formula na natin, di ba? Ang formula is our formula is summation of f xm all over n. Ayan. Ayan. So, the sum, i-add mo lang lahat sila yan, 616.5, 1564, mga blah blah blah. Okay, you can get 8,137.5. 8,137.5 divided by 45. And then the answer will be the mean for group data. And then the answer will be, okay, 8,137.5 divided by 45, we can get 180.83. 180.83. So this is our mean. Tignan natin, may sagot ba dito? Ayan, di ba? Nakuha na 180.83. That's the mean. Now, so ganun lang po kadali ha. So ang gawin nyo, magdagdag na lang kayo ng mga tables, make tables. So dapat kailangan ng mga papel. So guys, if you want to, gawa kayo ng lagayan ng mga formulas nyo. Kasi dito po sa data management, marami tayong mamimit ng mga formula. Diba? As you can see, sa paggawa pa ng frequency polygon, marami ng mga formula na nagsisilabasan. Okay, pati dito sa data measures of central tendency, marami na, no, sa mid-median mode pa lang ng ungrouped, tapos dito sa group, marami ng mga formulas. So baka magkarambol-rambol yung mga formulas natin. Much better na gumawa kayo ng listahan or mensuration na tinatawag natin sa math, or gawa kayo ng summary ng mga formulas. Ilagay nyo sa isang papel or bahala na kayo kung saan nyo pwede ilagay. Okay, kasi para magagamit nyo yan pag quiz, pag exam. Kasi kahit sa face-to-face tayo, siguro, ang ginagawa ko pag face-to-face, I let my student to have the copy of formulas on me sa exam. Ganun ako. Hindi naman yung i-memorize mo natin, hindi naman ako ganun. So, ang sa akin lang is, okay lang naman na mag-open up ng mga formula pag exam. So, gawin nyo yan kung gusto nyo. Make your own copy, listahan ng mga formula. Ayan. So now, let's proceed to media. Yan yung formulas natin. And then, ayan. May XLB na tayo dyan. Okay. Median. We have the formula. XLB plus N over 2 minus CFB times I all over FF. Okay. XLB is the lower boundary. Itong XLB. Ayan, ito. This is the lower boundary. Ayan, lower boundary. And then followed by N. The N is the total number of frequency. Ayan, or number of frequency. Number 2 ha, number lower. And then, CFB is the cumulative frequency before. Cumulative frequency before the median class. Okay, before the median class. I is the class interval or the class size. Diba yung class size natin noon? Ayan. And then the FM is the frequency of the median class. Dito, kailangan mo munang hanapin si, okay, first, find median class. Kasi si median class, siya ang pinaka-foundation kung saan ka magfo-focus pag maghanap ng XLB, ng CFB, ng FM. So, siya ang sa kanya ka magfo-focus. So, hanapin natin muna si median class. So, paano nga ba maghanap ng median class? Okay. First, I will write again the formulas para mas madaling magets. Okay. So, yan yung formula natin. For example, class frequency, solve for the median of the following data. So, nakagroup na siya. So, first, magdagdag ka lang ng isang table. Ayan. Dagdag lang ng isang table na meron nakalagay na less than CF. Yung logo na ganyan, no? So, na yung cursor. May logo ng ganyan, no? Ang tawag dito is less than. Di ba less than symbol to? Less than cumulative frequency. Less than cumulative frequency. Ayan. Paano kumuha ng less than cumulative frequency? First, get the total number of frequency muna. Kunin mo muna yung total number ng frequency. Okay, get the total number of frequency. And what is the total number of frequency? We have 60. I-add mo itong 60. Now, always remember, the total number of frequency will be the first element. Kung 60 to, dapat 60 to. Okay, whatever it is. Kung 45 to, 45 din to. Kung 20 to, 20 din dapat to. The total number of frequency will represent the first element here sa classes natin. Okay, and then after that, we will do the zigzag subtraction. Paano yung zigzag subtraction? Itong 60, di ba parang nakaturo siya dito sa frequency. Ang gawin mo daw is, i-minus mo ito dito sa frequency dito. Tapos yung sagot, ipunta mo sa baba niya. Parang nagzizigzag-zigzag ka lang. Ganyan lang siya. Pag ganun. So, 60 minus 1, we can get 59. Minus 3, 56. Minus 3, 53. Minus 3 is 50. Minus 6 is 44. Minus 6 again, 38. Minus 8 is 30. Minus 6, we get 24. And minus 10 is 40. As you can see, sa pinaka-bottom niya, parehas sila. Equal sila. Diba? Okay. So, since nahanap na natin, hanapin natin kung saan yung median class dyan. So, paano? First, gamitin natin to. Hanapin pala natin. Hanapin natin ito. Ito nga hanapin natin muna. Okay. So, yan yung first natin. First. So what is the n, our n? What is our n? N is 60. N over is 60 divided by 2 equals 30. Nakikita nyo yung 30 dito sa graph? Yes. Kung saan yung 30 dito, huwag kayong titingin dito sa FA. Dito kayo focus sa less than CF. Dito nyo hanapin yung N over 2 sa less than CF. Okay, nakita nyo yung 30? Yes, meron yung 30. Andito siya. So, ito yung tinatawag natin na median class. Ito yung median class. Diyan tayo mag-focus. Huwag mo nang pakalaman tong taas hanggang dito. Dito ka lang focus. Yung mga naka-surround lang dito. Huwag mo nang pakalaman tong sa pinakataas. Dito lang tayo. Now, next, we will look for ito. Cumulative frequency before the median class. What is the number or what is the cumulative frequency before the median class? And our median class is 30. What is the number before 30? It is 24. So our CFB is 24. This is the cumulative frequency. This is the median class. And then this is the cumulative frequency before the median class. Hindi pwedeng 38 kasi nasagasahan na yung median class natin. Natamaan niya yung median class natin. So dapat bago ang median class, the number. So which is 24. Next, class interval. Ang class interval ay nakikita sa mga classes. Dito tayo sa classes, sa class frequency kunana. So, ilan yung interval nila? 14 and 15, dalawa. 14 and 15, dalawa ang interval nila. How about the FM? The frequency of the median class. Kapag frequency of the median class, focus ka sa frequency. Ano yung frequency ng median class? This is our median class and then the frequency of our median class is 6. Okay. Sige, himay-himayin natin. Sige, like lang dito para hindi kayo malito. CFB is 24. Interval to FM 6 and then lower boundary ang hinahanap natin. Okay, last but not the least, the lower boundary. Saan tayo mag-focus pag lower boundary lang hinahanap? Pag lower boundary lang hinahanap, focus tayo sa classes. Dito sa mga classes natin, dito. Okay, as you can see, drawing lang ako ng table dito from that. Yan, di ba may ganyan siya? Ayan. So, ito yung classes. Wait lang guys. For example, the classes is 14 to 15. Ayan, di ba? 14 to 15 yung classes natin. The numbers on the left side, ang tawag dito is the lower limit. Lower limit. Okay? At ang tawag dito ay upper limit. The number on the right side is the upper limit, while the number on the left side is the lower limit. Magkaiba ang lower limit sa lower boundary. Okay, spelling pa lang. Lower limit, lower boundary, they are two different. Pag lower boundary, ang pinag-uusapan, magma-minus ka ng 0.5 sa lower limit. Okay. So, saan yung cursor natin? Balik tayo dito. Okay. Lower boundary. Lower boundary, magmaminus ka ng 0.5 sa lower limit. Pero pag upper boundary, okay, upper boundary, you need to add 0.5 sa upper limit. Okay, I repeat ha. Para saan tayo magpo-focus pag lower boundary yung hinahanap? Sa classes or sa classes natin. Anong number sa left side sa classes? yun yung tinatawag ng mga lower limits. Okay. Ano yung number naman sa right side? Those are the upper limits. How to get the lower boundary? We can get the lower boundary by subtracting subtracting 0.5. Okay? Subtracting 0.5 sa lower limit. Okay? Paano makuha ang lower boundary? Subtracting 0.5 sa lower limit. And how to get the upper boundary? By adding 0.5 sa upper limit. Huwag kayong papalito doon. So since 14, ano ang classes natin ng median class? 14 to 15. So anong lower boundary niya? So we have 14. Okay, 14 yung lower limit. So 14 minus 0.5, which is 13.5. Ayan. So nahimay-himay na natin. Now let's try to solve. Solve natin. Ayan. So lagay ko na lang dito ulit yung ano. Ayan, yun yung frequency of the median class pala. Hindi ko lang napindot. Ayan. So ang sagot is yan na, naka-flash na sa inyong screen. So try to solve lapan natin. Ayan. So sabi dito 15.5 lang ang sagot. Okay, lagay ko lang pa yung ano, para naman may basis kayo. Lower boundary natin, 13.5 plus. What is our n over 2? 30. 30 lang ilagay ko. Minus 24 times 2. Then, wait lang. I-erasing ko na nga to. Pangit tignan. Ayan, 30 minus times 2 over 6. Yan. So guys if you are using a scientific calculator or even your phone or your Android phone or smartphone as your calculator, pwede naman na i-direct. Pero hindi siya advisable. Depende kung alam nyong gumamit ng grouping symbols, lalo sa scientific. Pag scientific ang gamit niya, scientific calculators, kapag alam nyong gumamit ng mga groupings, much better. Kasi, pwede ka sa calculator kasi i-enter mo lang yan, lalabas na yung sagot. Pero pag dinirect mo yan, na hindi mo alam yung mga groupings, paano siya mapaghiwa-hiwalay sa calculator or even your phone, it will give you different answer. So, much better, step-by-step process tayo para aware, para hindi tayo magkamali. Okay? Slowly but surely. Okay? So, paano? First, we will subtract 30 and 24. So, 30 minus 24 is 6. Ayan, dito muna tayo. First step to. 6. And then, the answer of this one, i-multiply mo dito. That is step 2. And then, yung answer dyan, i-divide mo dito. That's step 3 na yan. And then, the answer of this one, okay, i-add mo dito. That is step 4. And then, that will be your answer. Ganun po ha. So, 30 minus 24 is 6 times 2, 12 divided by 6, 2 plus 13.5, 15.5. We can get the answer of 15.5, which is equal dito sa presentation natin dito. Equal sila. O, diba? So, yan yung process ng pag-solve. So, that is the process on how to get the median for group data. Now, let's proceed to the last one. For this topic, measures of central tendency for group data, we have the mode. Ayan. So, ganyan lang kasimple. Yung formula natin. So, ayan, mode is XLB, may lower boundary ulit, plus DF1 all over df1 plus df2 times I. Okay, yung df1, df2, sige, paano nga ba kumuha ng df1, df2? Dito guys, hindi na kayo, kapag may exam, kapag hanapin natin ang mode for group data, hindi mo na kailangan magdagdag pa ng isang table. Focus lang tayo sa mga frequency niya. Kung ang mode sa ungroup ay yung may pinakamaraming ulit, dito naman sa group data, yung may pinakamataas na frequency, that will be the mode. Hindi yun yung mode. Doon tayo magfo-focus in getting the mode. Okay? Kung sa group, ang may pinakamaraming ulit, yun yung mode. Ay, sa ungroup rather, ang pinakamaraming ulit ay yun yung mode. Sa ungroup naman, sorry. I repeat. Erase. Kapag sa ungroup, ang may pinakamaraming ulit, yun yung mode. Sa group naman, ang may pinakamataas na number ng frequency, doon tayo magfo-focus para makuha yung mode. Ayan. So, as you can see, what class has the greatest number of frequency? We have 10 to 11. Dito siya. Ito yung pinakamataas na frequency. 14. Nasaan siya? Sa 10 to 11 siya. So, dito pa lang, makukuha na natin yung himay-himay natin. Makukuha na natin yung lower boundary natin. What is our lower boundary? So, dito tayo mag-focus. Dito pa rin, 9.5. Kasi 10 is our lower limit. 11 is the upper limit. Lower limit minus 0.5. So, 9.5. So, ang lower boundary natin is 9.5. Ilan yung interval nila? Dalawa. 9, 10, 11. df1. Okay. Gawa ko ng table dito. Focus tayo sa mga frequencies. Sa frequency tayo focus. Diba dito, focus lang tayo sa may tatlong pinakamataas. Dito. Huwag natin paklaman yan. 14 sa baba, which is the highest number of frequency, then followed by 10. Sige, kahit yan na lang. Diba? 14 and 10. Paano kunin yung df1? Kain natin yung kulay para mas mabilis. Paano kunin yung df1? Since this is our focus, okay? Ito yung ating center of attraction. Dito tayo mag-focus sa 40 kasi ito yung may mataas na frequency. Ang df1 ay ito, i-minus mo yung number sa kanyang baba. Number below. That is df1. Ang df2 naman is this one, i-subtract mo sa number sa taas niya. That is df2. As you can see, walang number sa baba ng 14, so automatic 0. Hindi pwede naman 14 minus none. So it must be 14 minus 0. Pero pag may number sa baba niya, i-minus mo yung number sa baba niya. Pero pag wala, automatic 0. Okay? Ang df1 ay focus tayo sa pinakamataas na frequency, i-subtract mo yung number below. Number above. Above that one, this one. Okay. So 14, ano ba yung number? df1 tayo. Ano ba yung 14? Let's copy 14, which is the highest number of having the highest number of frequency, minus what's the number below 14? 0. And the answer will be 14 automatic. Now, how about for df2? df2 is 14 minus the number sa taas niya, which is 10. So we can get 4. Yan na. So nahanap na natin yung lower boundary, the df1, the df2, and the class interval. So it's time for us to solve. Alisin ko na lang to para mabilis. Wait lang ha. Ayan. So, solve na natin. Let's solve using the give yung mga nahanap ng information. So, XLB. Ayan. Ay, ba't naka-red? Sige, mag-red lang na tayo. Our XLB is 9.5 plus our DF1 is 14. Then DF1 is 14 plus 4 multiplied by I, which is 2. Black lang tayo. Ayan, so 9.5. So, divide lang natin to. 14 divided by 18 is 0.777 or 0.78. Multiplied by 2. Okay, times 2 natin. We can get 1.56. 1.56 plus. Ito na. So here, and then here, and then the answer of this one, i-equal mo doon. Ayan. So, ito muna ha. Ito muna. Divide mo to. And then, first, second, third. And then that will be the answer. Okay. So, 1.56 plus 9.5, we can get an answer of 11 point. Our mode, 11.06. Bakit equal? Erisin na lang natin ito. Our mode is 11.06. So, ito yung mode natin. Let's see if tama yung sagot natin dito sa PowerPoint presentation na 11.06. Tama ba? Ayan. Tama ba? Ayan. Tama yung ginawa natin. And then the answer will be 11.06. So that is the process on how to solve the mode for group data. So that's it. Okay, dyan po natatapos ang ating discussion regarding on how to solve the measures of central tendency or the mean, the median, on the mode, both for group and ungrouped data. So, isang topic pa lang, napakarami ng mga formula. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, make a list of formulas. Kasi marami pa tayong mamimit na formula. And then next meeting, we will be discussing measures of dispersion. Dispersion na tayo next meeting. And ganito lang naman ang mamimit nyo soon. Ganyan. Nakikita nyo yan. Ayan. So, with that, thank you for joining, class. Thank you for joining, and thank you for watching. Keep on watching, and please, pa-share naman po ito para dumami yung subscribers natin. So, di ba, malay nyo, pag mag 1K subscribers tayo, may pabonggang announcement si Sir Amber. So, please, subscribe naman kayo, wag hindi lang nood ng nood, subscribe din, and then don't forget to like, and then click the notification bell para update kayo sa mga online class discussion ko, and then paki-subscribe na din, okay? So share, that's it for today. Thank you for joining, thank you for watching, goodbye, God bless, and keep safe.